Hello gamers, it's Mew, and welcome back to another video. Today, for this self-indulgent video, I'm doing a My Little Pony Next Generation. I've been a fan of My Little Pony since I was a kid, and I grew up with G4. And I know G5 exists, and I feel like I should give it a try, but to be honest, it doesn't interest me. And I don't enjoy the changes from what I've seen, so I'm just gonna ignore G5 indefinitely. Maybe I'll give it a try, but honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna bring me anger and hate instead of joy. So I'm just gonna stick with G4 for now. Now, I commonly have My Little Pony resurgence phases, and this one came about because my one friend got me and a third friend, or I guess a second friend, I don't know. We got into that, that My Little Pony mobile game, the one where you, build houses and, do stuff, and you can buy stuff, but also you can spend money on microtransactions to get diamonds or whatever. Whatever that genre is, it's one of those. It's addicting. So for this next generation, I had the idea of a child of an alicorn princess who isn't an alicorn and has relatively normal talents compared to the alicorn family members, since all the alicorns are related in some fashion, because Princess Luna and Celestia, obviously they're sisters, and Princess Luna and Celestia have adopted Cadance as their niece, and niece is the sister-in-law to Twilight, so they're all basically related. And then also Flurry Heart. Flurry Heart is the daughter of Cadance and the niece of Twilight. Now, ever since I was a kid, I've been a Princess Celestia stan, and I still am. And I also remember reading that Reflections comic. It's the one where basically Princess Celestia has a lover in a different dimension, and it's Sombra but good. It's basically swapping their alignments. Good characters become bad characters become good. So obviously, I knew I was gonna make a kid of those two. I know maybe I'd like to do a fanfic video or animatic of how, maybe Celestia reuniting with Sombra again, because I kind of have an idea of that, but not, fully. And also maybe other potential stories of these characters, but I have no idea. Let me know if you'd like me to make that video or write that story so I can work out the logistics of this. It would probably be akin to, Daughter of Discord, or Bride of Discord, both of them, but yeah, I don't know if I'd get voice actors for that, if I did it like that, but I might just do, story, it's it might be more me telling a story and putting pictures to, supplement the story. And one last thing before I actually get into the fan kids. This is all taking place after Celestia and Luna's retirement, so all post-show territory here. And now it's time to show you all my silly little fan kids. First up is Toxic Nightshade, unicorn daughter of former ruler of Equestria, Princess Celestia. She's not a princess anymore, but and King Sombra of the Reflections universe. Rather than be smart, another princess, or anything else, Toxic Nightshade is a forensic toxicologist, analyzing biological samples for the presence of toxins, and helping ponies get justice for their deceased loved ones. She is not interested with anything to do with being an alicorn, whether it's being magically powerful, ruling a kingdom, having dominion over an important aspect of life, none of it. Even though she is the heir to the alternate Equestria that Sombra is from, technically, she doesn't have to, do much because Sombra still rules over it. Growing up, Toxic Nightshade has had issues with her parentage, as in Silver Shoals it was common for young fillies to befriend her, only to be more interested in talking to her parents. When she was a teen, she had a phase of resentment toward her parents, but now as an adult, she realizes the problem lies in society. While she still has insecurities of not living up to her alicorn royal family, she intends to try to take her status as daughter Celestia and Sombra and make her own path in life out of it all. Toxic has a huge sense of independence and snarkiness. She also takes interest in fashion and looking nice, even though her job isn't one that necessarily calls for it. She is a frequent patron at Rarity's boutiques, wherever in Equestria they may be, Since Celestia and Luna live in Silver Shelves together, she grew up alongside her cousin Andromeda, and they've become close as well, and she's well acquainted with the changelings. As for her design, I wanted her to have a body type akin to Fleur-de-lis, inheriting most of Celestia's colors, but still wanting to use like Sombra, I say that 3 times, Sombra's grays as well. I also wanted her to have a similar mane to Celestia's, as I thought it'd be super cool to do like more parallels and stuff. And as I mentioned before, I also like the idea that Toxic does care about her appearance too. Of course, when working, she definitely needs to pin her hair out of the way. I don't think her design communicates her being a forensic toxicologist well, to be honest, but I still really like this design, so we're keeping it. Andromeda is a changeling alicorn hybrid and daughter of former ruler of Equestria, Princess Luna, and Pharynx, heir to the Changeling Kingdom's throne. Andromeda is a shy pony. She's not insecure, but just not in the best in social situations, especially since she's most experienced experienced in the same things that Toxic went through. So now she's just kind of distrusting of most others. She finds she prefers the quiet of the night and studying the stars. She's extremely close to her mom and her cousin Toxic Nightshade. Unlike her cousin, she is an alicorn princess, and she raises and lowers the stars each night, taking over one of 3 of her mother's night duties. Wrangling her design was kind of tough, to be honest, because I wanted her to be a mix of both alicorn and changeling, but like still kind of leaning more towards alicorn. And I also really wanted her to have long hair, so I just kind of like stole what the changeling tails look like, made it into like full mane. Fuck it, who cares? I do worry that she might be too much like Fluttershy, but I don't know, who knows. Also, cool lore detail. I think it's like kind of said that like Celestia and Luna are like stepping down from their sun and their moon duties, but like I don't know, the entire thing, like Celestia and Luna's cutie marks, like the whole point is that they raise and they lower the sun and the moon. So like my idea in this universe, like they still do that, but I imagine they have Twilight doing that, but also they have new ponies that raise and lower the sun and the moon. And then Andromeda is taking over the raising the stars part, so her mom isn't also handling that. And then I also imagine Luna runs a school of teaching ponies how to, like, deal with dreams. So Luna doesn't have to do that anymore. Like, Luna's got, like, 3 things to do at night, that are, like, based around her cutie mark. All Celestia has to do is just raise and lower the sun. Luna's got a lot, so Luna's giving away 2 of her duties so she can just focus on raising and lowering the moon. But, like, Celestia and Luna, like, they still have moments where, like, they'll communicate with Twilight or, like, the people that will do it in the future to be like, hey, you do it today or something. Because they're not going to be alive forever, so someone else will have to take over it eventually. They're still doing it because that's their cutie mark, but, like, you know. Okay, next. Flurry Heart is the eldest of Shining Armor and Cadence's children, and she's the heiress should something happen to Cadence and or Shining Armor, and she's very famous for being the firstborn alicorn in Equestria. Flurry ends up becoming a princess of family, complementing her parent, Cadence, being the princess of love, and her aunt being the princess of friendship. Flurry is a bit conceited, but she means well, and she's true to her title, and she loves her family dearly. She also loves to study crystals. Flurry is also attempting to repair the rift between her younger brother and parents. Okay, so I know Flurry Heart is not an OC, but Flurry Heart's a baby. It's like, baby, I feel like... like, I feel like with younger characters and babies, like, when they're adults, they're probably not gonna be, like, as close to what they were as children. So, like, I don't know, I did my own thing with her, I guess. I have heard theories that she'll be the princess of, like, hope, but I decided to give that to her brother. So, design-wise, it's not I'm not using much brain power for this. I mostly just combined her future stained glass picture of her. Also, seriously, why wasn't she actually there in the G4 ending? Why only a stained glass? She's literally the niece of Princess Twilight, ruler of Equestria. Hello, why weren't her parents there either? I don't understand. Lighthope is the middle child of Shining Armor and Cadence, and the first male Alicorn in Equestria, also to be born, but like Flurry Heart's more famous for that. So, Lighthope is also famous, but only for that. Despite him working hard to bring hope, almost sees his status as the first male Alicorn. Over the years, he's become jaded, introverted, and angry, despite Flurry attempting to solve it. At the moment, he doesn't get along with his parents, so perhaps another party will need to step in. Design-wise, I wanted Cadence and Shining Sun to lead more towards shining, though the bright purple would be fun. I also had a hard time trying to do his jewelry, but I ended up being well, doves are associated with hope, so I tried to make it kind of reminiscent of doves or just birds in general. Yeah, that's it. Moving on, Ancient Records is the youngest of Shining Armor and Cadence's children. But unlike her older siblings, she wasn't born in Alicorn. She was born in Pegasus like her mom. While she is a princess, she is only one in name, really. She doesn't have a title like Princess of Love or anything else. The rest, a good majority of her family has. And she prefers it that way. Ancient Records is obsessed with history and learning all about it so as not to repeat the same mistakes in the present. She wants to use her knowledge of history to help her kingdom in less royal ways. She's also obsessed with studying about her ancestor, Princess Amore, and her jewelry takes inspiration from Amore's jewelry as well. When she's a full-grown mare, Ancient Records is probably going to look a lot like Amore too. So design-wise, I just wanted her to be very blue, and I was going to do a short 1920s kind of hairstyle, but I thought of doing pigtails, so I decided to do pigtails instead, and I think I like it. And also, I really wanted to take inspiration from Princess Amore's jewelry, so I kind of worked it into her backstory. Next up, Skillful Achievement, daughter of Princess Twilight Sparkle and Sunburst. She seeks to learn and inspire others to have a lifelong level of learning. She is super involved with schools in Equestria, trying to better schools in every way possible. Despite that, Skillful isn't a prodigy like either of her parents. She's actually average, but her love of learning has made her continue with her princess duties. Skillful is very much loved, and she wants to succeed her mother someday as the ruler of Equestria, if her mother would like her to do that. But Skillful actually believes that her sister would be a better candidate to rule Equestria. For Skillful's design, I wanted to incorporate Sunburst's markings and also have a lot of elements of knowledge and intelligence. So, a graduation cap headpiece, an apple necklace, owl-inspired shoes. She accidentally looked a lot like my persona, actually, and I swear it wasn't intentional. I'm just so enamored with the final result, I couldn't find a way to change it. Reversing the yellow and the purple in her hair, it just didn't work, so I just... fuck it. She can look like me. Maybe I'll need to redo my pony sona again, so I can show you that how I would make myself into a pony would be so much more different. Bone Remnant is the sister to Skillful Achievement, and she's the daughter of Sunburst and Starlight Glimmer. She feels dull in comparison to Skill, who shines all over Equestria. She feels like she has to live up to her sister and her mom. She's only a princess because of her other mother, Twilight, and if it weren't for her, she wouldn't be one in the first place. Bone isn't even considered Princess of Archaeology or Bones. Ironically, she has foregone most relationships to focus on her archaeology, and even when her parents try to encourage her to have more relationships and others to talk to, she doesn't want to, and another pony may also need to step in. I didn't mention this in my script, but just so you know, Sunburst, Starlight, and Twilight are in a polyamorous relationship. Sunburst is, I don't know if I want to say dating or married, so let's just say he's with Princess Twilight Sparkle and Starlight Glimmer, but Twilight and Starlight are not with each other. I felt like that might be kind of weird. I mean, they're friends, but like Twilight is more mentor-like to Starlight, so yeah. I am also considering throwing Trixie into the mix. We'll see. Anyway, so for Bone Remnant's design, it was super difficult to find colors from her parents that fit, but after a lot of messing around, I think I have it. I wanted her to have a bone cutie mark, but I also struggled to find an original hairstyle that would be similar, but like not the same as her mom's, and in the end, I decided that the curly swoop I kind of took from Sunburst made her different enough, not like, it's different enough. Cheese Pie, aka Little Cheese, is the child of Cheese Sandwich and Pinkie Pie, and not much different from their parents, sharing their appreciation for parties and Pinkie's baking skills. However, Cheese Pie is actually more down to earth and less hyperactive, and they also dote on their younger sister as well. Okay, Cheese Pie isn't an OC, but like I said with Flurry, when like young characters are born who don't do much, you could do like a lot. And I decided to make an adult design for fun. Also, Cheese Pie is non-binary because there's like a whole debate on whether they're a boy or a girl. So I decided, why choose a gender or binary? Fuck it, non-binary Little Cheese. Why not? Next character, Dalia Asteria is the second child of Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich. And unlike her parents, she actually likes gardening. But she's actually more like Pinkie. She's very hyper and excitable and takes pride in her job of beautifying Ponyville, sowing flowers, and just being a gardener in general. She works alongside the other 3 flower ponies. So as for design, I did brown for her fur, not hair, coat. I think it's a coat. And I also did pink and yellow for the hair, and picking an eye color was different, but ultimately I chose blue as it suited her color scheme better, and I don't have much to say. She was not a whole lot of thinking, but yeah, that's Dalia. Wow, I have not worked on this specific art project in a long time. I am so sorry. So, next pony I made was Nita Shy. So, I know it's a little kind of ambiguous as to whether Applejack and Rainbow Dash are dating, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Rainbow Dash and Applejack as like a ship. In general, I think I prefer most of the main 6 to say friends. Like the only main 6 ship that's just like not just like one main 6 character and another not main 6 character. Like I think I prefer Rara Jack. Like that's the only main 6 ship I like. Like I think I prefer Rainbow Dash with Soren. Yeah. I hope that's not controversial. But like if like this does become a problem, I can design, Applejack Rainbow Dash like ship or fan kid. I mean, I'm not gonna be as enthusiastic because I don't ship them romantically. I just don't. But I could do it. It probably won't be canon to what I think, but like my ships can be kind of fluid. I don't want to like be like I will ship this forever. They can change. I can be convinced otherwise. I just don't really like It's Apple Dash. Yeah, it's called Apple Dash. So yeah, I hope you can understand. So instead, I made a Soaring Dash kid, and like I like the idea that this like child of 2 Wonderbolts is not much of a like a speed, fast flying person. So like I made it's kind of basically like their child is kind of like Fluttershy. So like in fact kind of named after Fluttershy. Got the shy from Fluttershy. So So yeah, I named their child Nita Shy. He's 20. He's the son of Soren and Remnant. He likes knitting, and he lives in Ponyville. He's shy, introverted, quiet, and like I said, knitting. He's shy. Nothing too crazy for him, to be honest. But yeah, that's it for this ship kid. Hopefully I can get back into things and finish up this video soon. It's been taking so long. Okay, back for more. It's been a hot minute since I recorded. I was kind of thinking of drawing the Sugar Belle and Big Mac, the eldest child. I don't think their kid even has a name, but honestly, I have been working on this My Little Pony Next Generation since February of 2024. It is September of 2024. Even though this is relaxing, I would also kind of just like to finish this and like be done with it. I'll if I get interested in this again, I'll come back to it, but like, I would like to finish this project. It's been taking too fucking long. So anyway, originally when I was like really into this idea, I was like, oh my god, I feel like Big Mac and Sugar Belle would have like a lot of kids. I thought they would have like 5. So in addition to the one they already have, I made 4 new Big Mac and Sugar Belle children. Now that I'm kind of I have lost interest in this for a while, but I want to finish this, I do regret it just a little bit, but I'm almost finished, so I'm just trying to finish this and hold out to the end. Plus, like, it is kind of relaxing, because, like, it's like, drawing ponies is not, I mean, it is hard, but, like, it's, like, a whole different thing compared to, like, humans, because, like, body, face, legs, horn, hair, maybe a little accessory or two with people, it's a little bit different, but anyway, so this child of theirs is their second born. Her name is Jean Derivation. She is 16, like I said, daughter of Big Mac and Sugar Belle, and her talent is making family trees, and she lives in Ponyville on the Apple family farm. Jean is smart, she loves research, she's very dedicated and organized, but she's not super into working on the apple farm. I imagine she still works on it because, like, that's her family's, like, business, way of supporting themselves, so of course she's gonna help out. But, like, it's not, like, her favorite thing in the world. I kind of had in mind that she kind of, like looked up to, I think her name was Goldie Delicious. She was, like, that lady, like, with the episode with, like, Pinkie Pie and Applejack, where it's like, hey, we might be distant cousins, and, like, like, I felt like maybe she looked up to her, and then when she passed, like, she, like, got her scarf, and then, like, from Goldie, she, like, became, like, the go-to family historian, family tree maker person, kind of like that. So, yeah. I think I took the pink from Sugar Belle's, like, body, I guess, and I took the red from Big Mac's body. I think the orangey eyes were also from Big Mac, and the horn is from Sugar Belle. But yeah, that's Jean. She's cute. She's just simple. She's chillin'. That's all for Jean. Next up is Spiracle. Spiracle was named after some part of an insect. I honestly don't remember. She's 16. She's the daughter of Rainshine, aka the leader of the Kirin, and Thorax. Yeah. She is into beekeeping, and she divides time between the Kirin village and the Changeling Kingdom. Spiracle cares very deeply about nature and her bees, but also she's low-key starting to have an identity crisis about being a Changeling hybrid, or a Changeling Kirin hybrid. She's considered the princess of the Kirin and will succeed her mom someday. Even though she does seem to look more like a Kirin. And, and canonically they don't, like, Changelings and Kirins don't have cutie marks, but I'm still giving them talents, I feel like that helps a character feel more fleshed out, I guess. But yeah. And then for this last one, I realized I made a few mistakes. First of all, I wrote spherical on this, but his name is not supposed to be spherical. I looked at my notes wrong. His name is supposed to be Shade Gleam. His name is Shade Gleam. He is not spherical. That is his sister. He is 16, twin brother to Spherical, and he is the son of Rainshine and Thorax. His talent is just like generally being a leader and stuff, and for some reason, I put his location as Ponyville, even though he's the fucking son of Rainshine and Thorax, who specifically do not live in Ponyville. I don't know what that was about. I apologize. Like his sister, he divides time between the Changing Hive and the Kirin village. So Rainshine is the heir to the Changing Kingdom, and he's done a great job leading things as the heir to the Changing Kingdom. He's pretty smart, and he's very secure in his Kirin changing identity compared to his sister, who is just not secure in it at all. And like his sister, he also does not have a cutie mark. Also, he has wings. Look at him. He can fly. And he got the curly hair, and he has like a funny little beard too. Although you can't see it much. But, this was fun. I liked designing the Kirin Changeling hybrids. It was a fun, different kind of thing to do. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm not in a good place to be recording right now. But I want to do my Friday work on YouTube videos stuff. Okay, so today, or not today, more like, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Today I drew Mare Mayhem, which is my Fluttercord ship kid. I will be honest though, it's been so long, I've been getting so burnt out over this. I didn't really think of much for Mare Mayhem, to be honest. I didn't really get creative, and that sucks. So if I ever get back into My Little Pony fankids, I'll definitely be revisiting her along with many others. But I thought it'd be funny if she was also into chaos, just like her dad, but also like she likes animals, and that's it. I literally didn't think anything else of her personality. So yeah. But I did try to like make her design kind of Discord-ish reminiscent, but also still kind of pony. More pony, because Fluttershy is pony, but Anyway, that's all. And last but not least, I hope I didn't mess up while recording that. Oopsies. Last but not least, what the hell is her name again? Seriously, where is she? Okay. Last but not least is Idle Glitter. She is 20. She is the daughter of Sweetie Belle and Budmash. Yes, I ship them. It's because of Don't Mind at Night, but the My Little Pony version. I'm sorry. She is a singer, an idol, to be more precise, I guess. And Idle Glitter is smart, cunning, sarcastic, and kind of diva. And her cutie mark is meant to be kind of a pink or reddish toned microphone, but it kind of looks a little bit more like a match, but whatever, it's fine. But that is it. I'm finally fucking done with these My Little Pony Next Generation things. Oh my god. Anyway, like I've probably mentioned before, I do kind of still have a few more ideas of My Little Pony Next Generation, like fan kids I might do, but honestly, I've been working on this since like February of 2024. It is October of 2024. It has been almost a year, and actually, it might have been January, not February. Either way, it's been almost a year, and like this wasn't even a crazy project. It's like if this is like tame compared to some of the other stuff I've been working on. I don't know why this took way longer to make compared to the fucking animatic that I was working on. That only took me 4 months. I don't understand. But anyways, maybe I'll do more of these in the future. For now, though, I need a break because, like, you can really tell that I lost steam. Because, like, the early stuff, I put a lot of, like, details when I could. Now it's just oh, she's like smart and cunning and a diva. Anyway, thank you for watching this video that I don't think anyone was really anticipating much. If you do want to see more of these or like My Little Pony fanfics, I'd still really like to explore how Celestia and the alternate Sombra like got together. Again, to be honest, I kind of have an idea of how it might have happened, but like if people want to see that, that would be really fun to like make an animatic sort of out of actually. Oh my god, I would love to do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. And that is all. Bye.